Hello friends, in this tutorial we are going to learn how to add new attacks and attack combos to the true fighting game engine for Unreal Engine 5. So, I already have my TrueFGE project open and I have already imported some animations for the UE4 skeleton. First of all, I have a set of attack animations, and I also have a set of hit animations, because at the second part of this tutorial we will also create a heat map which determines how our player character reacts to hits. Before we start, let me remind, how do we set the movesets for attacks and for hits for a specific TrueFGE character? In our project, we navigate to the TrueFGE folder, Blueprints, Miscellaneous, and we open the blueprint named BP TrueFGE Functions. And we open the function populate characters map. And here we have a specific node for our mannequin UE4 character and for any other characters we do have in our game. Today we are just going to create the moveset for the UE4 mannequin. So here we have a node for it. And to change the attack set, we just create a moveset with a new name and change its name here. And for the heat map, we also create a new heat map with new hit animations and change its name here. For now, we don't change anything. We will change it after we create the moveset containing attacks and attack combos, and after we create a heat map. Alright. So, first of all, here is our attack animations, and we should make sure that they all do have root motion enabled. To check this, we just select them all with shift click, and we right click and we navigate to the asset actions, bulk edit via property matrix. And you see, for my animations, they all have root motion disabled. And we can enable it very quickly. Just here at right, we type root and we check the enable root motion option. And we go to file and save. Alright. And we do the same for our hit animations. We select them all, we right click, we go to the asset actions, bulk edit via property matrix. We type root and we check the enable root motion. And we go to file and we save. Now, at the first part of the tutorial, we are going to create the moveset for attacks. So we will be working with the attacks animations for now. Now, for the sake of this tutorial, I'm going to add a combo of 3 attacks. The first attack of a combo will be left jab. The second will be right punch. And the third one will be this foot bazooka attack. And just for clarity, I'm going to delete everything else except in these three attacks. What we should do now is we select all the attacks and we added them, the animation assets. We open each of the attack animations, and somewhere near the hit occurs, we right click the notify struct and we select add notify, and we add the notify named BP activate hitbox. So here we have added it for the jab. The same for the right punch. Now somewhere just before the hit occurs, right click, add notify, BP activate hitbox, and we save. And for our third attack, somewhere really close before the hit occurs, once again right click, add notify, BP activate hitbox, and we save. And now we should create animation montages out of these attacks. We select them all and we right click, create anim montage. And you see it has created them. And we select the newly created animation montages and we right click and we edit. We go to the slot track and as a slot name we select the default group full body. And we save. And the same for the second attack. Slot name, default group, full body, and we save. And for our third attack, we do absolutely the same. Slot name, default group, full body, and we save. Alright, so we have our attacks prepared. And what are we going to do now is navigate to the TrueFGE blueprints folder. And here we have a blueprint named BP TrueFGE settings. We open it to edit. And here we have a variable named movesets. And you see here at the right, we already have two movesets containing attacks for the UE4 skeleton and for the Queen, UE5 skeleton. But we actually can have as many movesets as we want. And right now we are going to add one more moveset for the UE4 skeleton. To do so, we hit this little plus button near the movesets. And let's name our new moveset attacks UE4. Alright? Now we expand this moveset. We can actually see it has been populated with default values. If it is your case as well, we just delete them. And now we are going to add a new combo of 3 attacks linked to one button. So if we press the button once, the first attack is performed. So now we are going to add our combo. Let's hit this little plus button near the moves. And here we see our new variable that will be linked to our first attack. We are going to add a combo of 3 attacks. So let's name our first attack combo, and let's type here 1 asterisk. Just for convenience, 1 asterisk means that it is when we press our button once. We are going to link this combo to only one button. Actually, you can link your combos to different buttons, but today, just for this tutorial, we are going to use only one button. So let's go to our attacks, and here let's select our animation montage, and our first attack is going to be left jab, and I select it, and here I just press this little arrow. Alright? It is not a crouching attack, so we don't check this box. Now, what is the attack type? It means how the attack will be linked to the hit reaction of the enemy. Let's, for example, select here high knockdown. Let's set attack damage, I don't know, maybe 4. Regarding the hitbox, there is left jab, so we select left hand. And we leave attack range as 0. And now, regarding the button combination, this is one button attack, first attack in our combo. So let's just select light punch here, right? Let's save and compile. Right. Now, let's add the second attack for this combo. Let's name it combo and type 2 asterisks. It means that we should press our button twice. Now let's go to our attacks and let's select our right punch animation montage. And we hit this little arrow to apply. And the attack type, let's select here high right strong. Alright? And as a attack damage, let's type here 5. Alright? And the hitbox is going to be right hand. And for the button combination, we add one button and select light punch, and we add the second button and select light punch as well. You can actually use different buttons, but as I said earlier, for this tutorial we are going to use only one button for this particular combo. Great. And we save and compile. And now let's add our third attack. Let's type here combo and type asterisk 3 times. It means that just for convenience and for clarity, it means that we press our attack button 3 times. And for the animation montage, we select this foot bazooka montage. And we press the arrow to apply this particular montage to this attack. And the attack type is going to be, it actually could be any, but let's select mid knockdown here, right? And for the attack damage, let's set 9, right? And the hitbox is going to be right leg. For this attack is a right leg kick. And for the button combination, let's type the plus button 3 times. And for all the 3 values, we will also select the light punch. and we save and compile. By the way, you might be wondering, what is this light punch button? If you are unfamiliar with the project, let me remind that if we go to Edit, Project Settings, and if we navigate to Engine Input, you may see that the TrueFGE has a set of keys, and the light punch input is by default linked to the U keyboard key and the gamepad face button top if you are using gamepad. And we are almost done with our attacks. Let's select this name of the moveset and copy it, attacks UE4. And let's set this moveset to our UE4 character. To do so, we are going to navigate to the TrueFGE, Blueprints, Miscellaneous, and open the BP TrueFGE functions. Here we double-click the populate characters map. And here we have a node for our UE4 character. In my case, it is just a UE4 mannequin. And as a moveset, instead of the moveset I have used previously, we just select the name of our newly created moveset. Right? We save and compile. Now, before we run the game, what should we do? Actually, the instance of the BP TrueFGE settings may or may not be updated in real time. So let's select it in our outliner and delete. And let's now go to our blueprints and just drag and drop a new instance of our BP TrueFGE settings to our scene. Alright? And now let's start the game and test it. And we see that our combo is working. But take in mind that the second and the third attacks in our combo are being activated only if the previous attack is successful. So if we hit the enemy, then the second attack is flashed. If we don't hit, the second attack will not be flashed. And now let's add hit reactions for our UE4 character. It is a separate moveset, and I will only be using 3 hit reactions as well: hit heavy, knockdown, and upper KO. So I'm going to remove everything else just for clarity. So what are we going to do? We select all the hit reactions and we right click and we select create any montage. Right? We save all just in case the editor crashes, and we select all the newly created montages and we edit them, and just like before, in the slot timeline we select slot name, default groups, full body for every of these montages, and we save, and once again slot name, full body, save. Alright? Right. And now, once again, we navigate to the TrueFGE, Blueprints, BP TrueFGE settings. Now we select this variable named Hit Montages, and we create a new moveset for hit montages. Let's name it Hits UE4 New. And we add a new heat map. And if you remember, in our movesets, we have added an option named attack type. And it is how we link an attack with a hit reaction. So we have added high knockdown, high ride strong, and mid knockdown when created our attack moveset. And now we are going to add corresponding hits. So here we add high knockdown and we'll go to our content drawer, hits, and we select this hit montage and we go back, and here we press this arrow to apply. Alright, and we save. And we add one more element to the heat map, and we select mid knockdown, and once again we select this any montage and we press the arrow and we save, and we add one more hit reaction and we select high ride strong, and in our content drawer we select this hit reaction upper knockout, we press the arrow and we save and we compile. Right, and now just in case, once again we go to our outliner and we delete the instance of our BP TrueFGE settings, and from our blueprints we drag and drop a new instance of our BP TrueFGE settings to our scene, and we save all. But we need to specify this new moveset to be used by our UE4 character. How are we going to do this? We just copy its name and we navigate to TrueFGE, blueprints, miscellaneous, BP TrueFGE functions, and we go to the function named populate characters map. And for our UE4 character node, we specify the name of the newly created heat map. And we save and we compile. And now let's run the game and check it. And we see the new hit set is working just fine. And that's it for today. See you next time.